Hey guys, this is your weekly forecast for the 6th of April 2020. If you would like a private reading with me or hypnosis to facilitate permanent change, do use the link below. So no surprise that we are seeing that there is an end to control, leadership, government, and the way that authority is being handled over our homeland and worldwide as well. You are going to see that there is going to be a death, that things are going to come down to an end where we absolutely have to have forced change because of the situation could not go on the way that it was. And this is also being highlighted in your career and finances. Some of you this week, we've got a major arcana card, the Emperor, and we also got the major arcana card, the Death card, putting together. This is more people will be laid off, but also fourth house is working from home. So we are talking to our banks, to our landlords, to our parents, and we are saying that something to do with our home finances, losing our job. This is all forcing us to regroup, to look at the budget, to look at our finances, and to make a change that is going to be permanent. This is a big shift. We are sitting on the precipice as we change our karmic signs from Cancer, Capricorn over to Sagittarius, Gemini, where we have to, as a collective, look at things, explore things in a different way. And communicate. I mentioned back in 2018 that there was going to be a push for internet and different platforms and that, and we can see those different platforms now. But the electronic source of money, bitcoins, transactions, all those things, we're moving towards a cashless society, and these big changes will be coming over the next 2 years, what with the big karmic shift. But everybody's feeling it now. All the clients that I speak to, all the people in the community that I speak to, everybody at the moment is sitting on a precipice, and we're waiting to see what the outcome to be. We're waiting to find out what the information is going to be. And I feel like in August there's going to be a huge spotlight shown over what we cannot see now, what we have not been seeing for the last 8 months, and you are going to see that highlighted, and that information is going to come out, but also in your own finances as well. So some of you are looking at even changing your career, starting fresh, starting new, because these are two major arcana cards. And this force, this shift, much like Uranus, which comes in and makes these sweeping changes like a tidal wave, sweeping things out, allowing you to be able to regroup and start from fresh. You're going to see that with your finances. This week, you're going to find that you're able to find some relief by talking to someone in authority. At home, we do have the Page of Swords. Now, this is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This is new energy into the house. Now, there's 11 birds on this, so this could be 11 days. This can be 11 bits of information. This can also be a group situation. And lastly, I want to say Aquarius, highlighted here, being the 11th house. There's a new look going on. There's visitors, maybe someone was visiting you and now they're not allowed to leave because they're staying with you, that kind of thing. But there is some new fresh energy, a new look going on here. You're going to find that your home is going to be okay this week. You're able to take from the information you got with your finances and career, you're able to look at that information. And I want to say from Tuesday on, you're going to have a directive, you're going to have action where you want to be able to take. In our health, we do have the 5 of Wands. Now, I do want to say there are going to be some delays in any of your health appointments that you do have. Also, look at sports injuries or anything to do with fertility this week. For some of you. 5th house is heart, spine, size of the body, and the upper back. There is risk and gain here, so you might find that you're trialing a different drug this week, that you are trialing a different exercise routine. There's risk and gain here as well when we're looking at that. This is also about viruses as well. When I say virus, I mean that you could be trialing some new drug to do with that as well. But there is cancellations, there is aggression, there is sudden when it comes to this. With your love, we have the 3 of Cups. Look, it doesn't matter what has been going in your love relationship. This week, if you've been seeing someone new or meeting someone new, so the first meeting, you'll find that this is something that is a real eye-opener, someone that you can just talk to, you recognize them in a way that it's someone that you can just talk to for hours. When it comes to committed relationships, you're celebrating something as a team. With these two together, there's something new, and we're celebrating that together. This is Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra, and this is the Pisces, the Cancer, and the Scorpio. So those two signs together, the water and the air, something new, and we're celebrating it. So, we're taking action at home with our family, with our roots and our flatmates. We're taking action and we are putting it into place, and it is something new. So maybe people are paying more, maybe you've been forced out of your accommodation into a new one, but the details that you make with your finances and your career and talking to someone in authority, you do have an ending and a fresh start. You do have that stability that you need there. Now, your adoring virtue messages from the angels this week is things that are toxic, things that are manipulative, things that have been going for a while, that, back and forth. You're going to see this week that there is going to be an ending to that, and it's not easy. But through that, you're going to shine. Through that, you're going to grow and be in a much better place than you are right now. So we've got the no card here. So, whatever question or scenario that you have there, it is a no. Again, we do have babies. So like I mentioned, if this is anything to do with fertility, if this is about the Page of Swords and, families finding out that, we are having a baby. But this also, in this instance, I'm going to say is to do with our family life, our finances, the home that we have, fresh new start there, because we are taking action in what our thoughts were after we've had this conversation with our boss, our landlord, our banks, our parents. There is that conversation to be had where we are starting fresh and we're taking action on that. Crystal's saying, you know what, I know that things are looking difficult. I know that there's the unknown now, but there is something on the other side. It's coming. You're nearly there. You just have to be patient. Now, this is stemming from the eclipse that we had earlier this year. There are 3 in the middle of June and July, bang, 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 2 weeks apart. By that time, there is going to be answers, there is going to be change, there is going to be overwhelming emotions, and this is another moment in life where you're going to be, what do I know, what don't I know, what do I want to see for the future? Without those details, I have to move forward blindsided, and this is a moment where I have to act because it's D-Day. So, be kind to you and those you love. From Jedi Side Jake, may the Force be with you, and everybody stay safe.